Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Okay. All right. Oh, there. That's nice. I got the stats. .210 rushing, 222 passing. I'll take that. All right. You guys ready? I'm in a hallway back here. The echo's pretty bad, so I hope it doesn't have too much disturbance. But obviously, I'm just incredibly proud of our kids. I just not enough words to say. Just had our best week of practice. Defense had its best Tuesday practice. Offense had its best practice on Wednesday. The last 48 hours, walkthroughs were great Friday. They were great today. Kids were locked in during meetings. I mean, just the attention to detail, the urgency, and also we were relaxed. And so I felt really good. And I told John Gilbert, he called me this morning. I went and took a little walk after walkthrough, and we were talking. And I said, you know what? We've had our best week of practice. The kids are relaxed. They're confident. I expect us to play well. And I don't know that I expect us to come down here and get a 20-point victory on the road against a team that, quite frankly, East Carolina struggled against over the years. But I'm very proud of all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. Obviously we got some things we got to correct, some things we got to improve on, but we did so many things well this week that we've been struggling with. And so that was just really, really good to see.
Okay, we'll go to Brian Bailey for 3 questions.
Coach, congratulations on the win. What was the locker room like after the game?
That was a pretty good celebration. There's been some good ones over the years. That one's up there. So, feel like a weight's been lifted off your shoulders. And, we talked this morning when we met right after breakfast for our meetings and walkthrough, and I was talking about the Lakers and the Heat. Everybody expected the Lakers to, claim the championship last night. They had the trophy there for them. I heard nobody talking about the Heat was going to pull it off. But, last time I checked, the Heat's got a say in that series too. And I told them is, don't listen to anybody outside of our locker room. And, there's a lot of haters out there, a lot of people doubting. Don't listen to them, because we got a say in how we perform. And I thought the kids responded just with, a lot of enthusiasm. And that celebration in that locker room was special.
Coach, offensively, the 2 keys, getting the running game cranked up and getting CJ up, and you basically conquered both, didn't you?
Well, I mean, that was the big focus of the week. Was we had to run the ball better, and we really wanted to get the ball to CJ. He should have had a bigger night than he did. Had a couple of balls that probably should have been able to convert there also, but certainly the 2 huge plays were difference-making plays, and he has that ability. And just he's in a good place right now. He was loose. He wasn't getting caught up in stuff, and just really liked the way he played tonight. Really pleased with our offensive line, how they responded this week. Played very well at that lineup. It's their second game together, so played much better. The running backs, I just really liked the way those kids ran with authority.
Finally, talk about the defense a little bit. They threw a shutout in the second half until the last minute, but they really played well.
Yeah, played very well. Had some tough situations too. Had a couple of short fields, and able to convert and get off there. But played very well. I think every week we're playing a little bit better on that side of the football. So just hope this gives us some confidence and we can continue on.
Okay, we'll open it up to other questions for the media.
Coach, Rahjai and Keaton really had the only carries until late in the fourth quarter. Was that by design at all, or just kind of how the game went? And can you talk about their, that 2-headed duo for the freshmen?
With the running backs, it's a competition. We talked about it. It's been ongoing. Those 2 have been performing at a very high level. They had the best week this week. Keaton had the best week of all of them. Rahjai has been consistently, right there also, and just felt like, they had earned the right to go out there and get those opportunities, and did a great job. And, really, really proud of Darius Penix, and, the job that he did, big touchdown there early in the game. did a great job throughout the game in his role. And then obviously, a guy there in the fourth quarter we were able to, use on that long drive that kind of broke their back.
Coach, a note on Penix there. It looked like in kind of a bunch formation, he was in like a kind of H-back role, pass protection. Right. How important was that, his versatility to catch the ball at the block, do some different things that maybe were looked at from our end like a little different this week?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working on that package, because Darius he catches the ball very well out of the backfield. Obviously, he's a big, strong kid, so he can hold up in the run game blocking. He can hold up in pass protection. He just has so much versatility, and he's really embraced that role of helping the team any way he can. And I'll tell you, guys like him and Demetrius Mooney. I'll tell you, Demetrius, the way he has handled himself, I'm proud of it. And I'm a firm believer that good things happen to people that work hard, try to do right, and don't pout and whine and get caught up in that stuff, and just go out and just try to find a way to contribute and do their job.
Coach, win came at a great time for you guys. Talk about what it does for you guys moving forward. It couldn't come at a better time.
Well, it gets our first win of the season, our first conference win of the season. So that's, you can't get two before you get one, and you got to get one first. And so, certainly it was one that I felt like we needed to get. There's no pressure because the pressure comes off internally. Every week out, our kids want to win worse than any. I can promise you. I don't care what anybody out there thinks. Our kids and our coaches want to win worse than anybody in Pirate Nation. No offense to anybody else, but they work too hard. They invest too much. They want to win worse than anybody. So, it's a thing where it's really enjoyable as a coach to see this group rebound from last week's performance and play the way we did this week, practice the way we did this week, and to go out and practice well all week and then play well on Saturday. It just reaffirms kind of the process of how we're doing things.
Coach, it seemed like the young defensive line that we've talked about this summer kind of came – this might have been their coming out party a little bit where they were able to control the game.
Well, I thought they played very well. And I think, those defensive coaches, Coach Harrell has done a great job with them. We play with a high level. We have a ton of energy. We have a ton of intensity. We're becoming more and more physical every week. And it all starts with that front. And I'll tell you, you give Roy Tesh a couple of years with that front right there, and that's going to be a nasty bunch. And they're going to be a hard-nosed bunch.
Coach Jake Verity, factor that you were able to make work in your favor, and talk about that.
I'm sorry, Al, you're breaking up. Can you repeat that, please?
Yes, sir. Turnovers tonight. I think you won the turnover battle, and you not only got turnovers, but you capitalized offensively on those situations.
Yeah, I don't know what the final count was, but I don't know what the final count was on the turnovers, but yeah, we did win the turnover battle. We did create a couple of short fields for our offense with a couple of those turnovers. We were going after the punt when they were backed up, and they must have snapped. So I mean, to me that's another turnover also. But I thought that was a big factor in the ball game because it gave our offense some great scoring opportunities that we took advantage of.
Coach, the offensive line obviously took some flack after the last game. I don't know if Holton got sacked tonight, but certainly the running backs will get credit. But can you just talk about their performance in this game, bouncing back? Really,
that's the bunch that I'm probably the most proud of. And we said it last week, and we were talking this week. Fernando Fry is the only player in the two deep that had ever really played much, and he played at guard, not center. So you got a bunch of guys that haven't played together any. They haven't played a whole lot. They started last week. They got their second start this week. So, 2 solid weeks of practice. So you saw a much better cohesion there. But the biggest thing I liked was just their determination. They had just great attitudes on the sideline. Really embraced kind of, we want to get downhill in this bunch and, establish the run game. They did a great job in pass protection. Which obviously, like you said, Holton had a lot more time to throw this week. And, when he has time to throw, he's a great quarterback. So really proud of that bunch. Shank did a great job with them this week.
Coach Houston, Will you be able to have steak and peanut butter pie, or is that kind of a casualty of the COVID situation?
No, I promise you. I don't care if I got to pay for it out of my pocket. We're having victory dinner tomorrow night. The kids are already asking for it. So we're gonna have steak and shrimp and peanut butter pie tomorrow night.
Okay, one last question for Coach Houston.
Coach, did some of the talk in practice this week, kind of your energy, and we talked about intent and stuff on Thursday, how much and well did that carry over to tonight, you think?
I mean, I think that's the kids. I mean, I didn't doubt the determination all week, and it's, we talked about it a lot. Just playing with purpose, practicing with purpose. Right out there just to get through period 5 and 6. We're out there, to focus on certain things we want to get done, and we talked about it this morning. Just really direct what we wanted to achieve tonight, how we wanted to play tonight, and it's one thing I've got to do better with. I don't have a veteran group. I've got some things I got to explain a little bit more than I have maybe in the past. Much like your question about playing fast, I got to explain to the kids exactly what I mean when I say certain things. So I thought they responded well, and I thought they went out and they did what we asked them to do, and they played with great intensity. Loved it. I love the way we played. I love the way we played tonight, all 3 phases.
Coach, thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, and somebody let my wife know I'll be home about 2 a.m. She can keep the kids up. We're going to celebrate when we get home, too.
Okay, guys, we're going to have 4 players coming. I'm not sure which order, but they're going to be Holton Ahlers, Rahjai Harris, Aaron Ramseur, and Jake Verity. So those are the 4 players. Once they sit down, we'll start. And it looks like we got Holton here. Hey, Holton, how are you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing well. We're going to go ahead straight to questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
Holton, what a difference a week makes. Last week you said, I came here to win, and you did tonight. What was the difference tonight?
We just played good. We were ourselves, and we played good. I got to give praise to the O-line, man. They killed it tonight. I told them that all night, that if they kept doing what they were doing all game, there's no way we're going to lose that. We got too many good skill players, and, they let us show that tonight, and I just give praise to them. The defense came out and balled out too.
Holton, what does it mean when you hook up with CJ and you think back to your days at Conley and that kind of thing? Every time you guys hook up, you hooked up twice for touchdowns tonight.
Yeah, he's my ECU teammate now. That's really his freshman year last year. His first touchdown, it meant a lot, and everyone it still does. But I think that's something that we'll kind of look back on when we're done with this. Even kind of when we're moved on, when we're older, which will be pretty cool. But we got great guys around him, and that's why he's getting open really, is because we got so many weapons, and we were able to show that tonight.
Holton, you were obviously down last week, but how can you compare that feeling to this post-game locker room celebration?
Yeah, night and day. I hate losing more than anyone. Like I said, I came here to win. I stand by that, and we're going to celebrate it tonight. But starting tomorrow, we're going to prepare for Navy, and we're going to go in. 1-1 in the conference sounds good, but 2-1 sounds a whole lot better. We're just going to continue to be ourselves. I told Coach Houston and Coach K prior in the week, I'm just going to do my job. I'm going to focus on nothing else, not the score or anything, and just do my job and trust in them and trust my teammates. And that's what I did tonight.
Holton, going back to that touchdown to CJ real quick, sometimes I call those easy points, cheap points when you score quick. How nice was that? To hit on a big play where you didn't have to grind out a drive. That play seemed to really kind of turn the momentum in y'all's favor.
Are you talking about the long third down?
The 75-yard touchdown, early in the game, that seemed to just get y'all going.
Yeah, it did, man. It was kind of funny. So I got hit on that play. It was 5-man protection, and they sent 6. And I just knew I had to sit in there and get it off. I knew it was going to be open. He ran a great route. The rest of the guys did their job, and I just hung in there. And I got hit, and I was on the ground watching from an angle, and the linemen were running up to me like, get up, get up, get up. And I was like, I just kept watching him run around. I was like, dang, he just scored. And then I helped him up. They were so focused on helping me up. I don't even know if they saw the rest of the play, but plays like that, man, that's what makes football special. It makes the game special. And we had a good night tonight, and we just got to continue to work and continue to get better.
Holton, what does a win like the one you got tonight do for the belief system of this ball club moving forward? It kind of came right at the right time.
Yeah, it did. It did come at the right time. I mean, like I said, we all came here to win. We didn't come here to come in second place. We came here to win. And, I mean, sometimes when you're not losing, it does get tough. But I told the guys all week just to focus on our job. I mean, the answer's in the dirt. Just keep working and keep pushing, and it'll all come our way. And tonight it did, and that proves that. And, I mean, we're just going to stick to that method and keep going.
Growing up around ECU football, living in Greenville, how much more does it mean or impactful is it, you think, for you Eastern North Carolina players to just see that winning tradition come back, being a part of rebuilding that tradition?
Yeah. I mean, I knew there's a ton of us from North Carolina on this team. And, I mean, we came here with one goal, and that's to bring the program back and to win. Like I said, I mean, I said it all the time. Came here to win, and that's what we want to do. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. We know it's not going to be easy. There's going to be highs and lows, but we just got to keep working. We came here because we believe in this university, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Okay, we have one last question for Holton.
Holton, can you talk about Rahjai's performance tonight as a freshman?
Yeah, him and Keaton, man, they balled tonight. I told them all week. I mean, I've told them since I got here. I mean, they're playmakers, and it'll come. And, I mean, it's hard not to get frustrated sometimes when things aren't going our way. But, those guys just keep working, keep being the same kids that they were the day that they got here. And, I mean, they keep growing. They keep getting better every single day. We just got to – I mean, I'm proud of them, really.
Okay. Thanks, Holton. Appreciate your time.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Hey, Rahjai, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm excited. I'm feeling good right now.
All right. Hey, we're going to let the media start asking you questions, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Rahjai, you had your first college touchdown called back in the opener. So how did it feel to really find the end zone tonight a couple times?
Oh, well, Coach Houston came up to me during the week, and he was telling me, he was like, "You're gonna get your opportunity this week, so you got to make it happen." So I was just preparing for it all week, practicing hard. Offensive linemen, they getting after it all week. So it showed up here today.
Rahjai, is there any way to describe last week compared to this week with the run game? I mean, 50 yards total last week, and you get so much this week. Was their lanes, or what really worked on the ground for y'all tonight?
Like I said, this week in practice, we just had a different mindset. We had to go get it mindset, us versus them. So every play is just us against them, one-on-one. Had to take advantage of it this year.
What's it been like as a freshman? You came here to play a lot, but to play so much so early, I know you feel like you're ready for it, but have you had to learn a lot on the fly?
Yeah, I got here in January, so when I first got here, I was lost. I was lost in the sauce, and I had the doubts. But you have a great quarterback like Holton, and the rest is history.
Can you speak
You're kind
to
of
that?
Go ahead.
Can you speak to that relationship you have with Holton? What does it mean to have such a big game with him tonight?
Man, it means the world, because that's your battle brother. Every day during the week, man, we go hard with each other. Hard. We battle with each other every day. Sunday through Friday, we going hard, sweating, blood, tears. So it just means the world that I can come out here with Holton today and get this win.
You're kind of a bigger, maybe physical back, Rahjai, but that first touchdown you got on the outside and showed off some wheels. How nice was that to kind of hit that sideline and just keep rolling all the way to the end zone?
Man, it felt good, man. I had to thank the OL, man. It was great. It was a great run.
For the freshmen coming in, everything's new, and you're coming in a year that's very different than a normal year would be. How much has having Coach Anderson be available just to speak to you about whatever's on your mind this season?
A lot of depression. You come in as a freshman, you thinking like, can I do this? Can I do this? So you got to talk to him weekly, man, just to get your mind right. You can clear your thoughts. So he's been helpful, very helpful.
Hey, Rahjai, have you heard anything about the victory dinners at East Carolina?
Yeah, I heard about them. Yes, sir, I have. Looking forward to it.
Okay, one last question for Rahjai. Okay, Rahjai, thank you very much.
All right, thank y'all.
Okay.
Your favorite interviewee?
All right. Hold on a second, guys. Looks like we got some issues.
Am I good? Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, Jake. Thanks, buddy. Okay, Jake, we're just going to go to questions, okay?
All right, go ahead.
Jake, you've been here a while. I don't think you've been a part of a team that beat USF. What does this win mean to this team tonight?
I mean, it's the start to what our mission is on the season. So we prepared well at practice, and this is what we plan to do. And we came out here and executed and did it. And everybody's really fired up and ready to keep this ball rolling next weekend.
What does it mean to now be the career points holder for ECU?
It's pretty cool, I think, to be appreciated, especially being an older player and having really just poured myself into this school in a lot of different facets. But at the end of the day, the only kick that I'm worried about right now is the first kick I have to hit on practice tomorrow. And that's how I approach it, one day at a time. And if you do that, I think that's the best way to be successful place kicker.
Jake, go ahead, Ronnie.
I think you broke the record on the extra point. I guess, would you have wished it was like a long field goal in a dream world, or were you cool with doing it that way? Were you aware of the actual when it was?
I had an idea. I was hoping it would happen today and we would score enough touchdowns and I could rack up a few extra points and do that. And yeah, a 50-yarder would have made a cool video. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy that I was able to go out there and do my job in that situation, whether it was a extra point or a long field goal. Doesn't matter to me.
You mentioned kind of that next kick philosophy. You pushed the 46-yarder just wide right, but you were able to come back and hit two big field goals to kind of push the game out of reach. Just talk about that and how important that was to really kind of keep adding points and bury them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's one of the many strengths that I've developed with myself over the years is putting negative things behind you, mistakes that you make. Our position's a little different because we only get one shot on the field. We're not like a linebacker. We can't come back for the next play, or quarterback and make the next throw. You got to be on 100% all the time. So I feel good about my ability to put that behind me and come back and make a couple more plays to help us win.
Okay, are there any other questions for Jake?
Yes, sir. What is it like this year? Is there a different mindset or approach to it in these empty stadiums, or does that not affect you at all?
I don't think it affects any of us really, because everybody that's on this team has really embraced the process of becoming a championship program. And we make plays at practice every week, and coach pushes us to do that every single day because we practice the way we play. And I think it's a big deal that we saw that this week because we had a really good week of practice, made plays all week, came out here and did it, whether it was in front of however many people were out there or 0 fans or 50,000 or whatever it is. I think this group has a lot of confidence no matter what stage we're playing on.
Okay, Jake, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Hey, Aaron, how are you doing?
I'm good.
All right, we're going to go right to questions for Aaron.
All right.
Aaron, what was that locker room celebration like after this one?
It was amazing. Just a lot of people screaming around, throwing water around, just exciting to celebrate a win. And so everybody, you can feel the energy just kind of building up. It's been a long time coming, and now we're just trying to stack up.
What changed in the second half? You guys gave up some passing yards in the first half. Did a good job against the run all night, but what adjustments did you make in the second half to specifically slow them down and not really allow anything?
Just execution. I feel like just executing the plays, perfecting everything, just the little details that counts in a big game. And this was a big game for us, and it worked out well. And just perfection and practice, making everything count when it comes to it.
Aaron, you've come back from an injury, and this program, in a larger sense, is coming back from not performing on the level that the Pirates want to perform on. Can you talk about kind of your personal battle to get back and how you've contributed to the team? And obviously tonight's performance is an indication that things are headed in the right direction.
Yes, sir. It's been a long process. It's been frustrating at times, going through an ACL injury. It's been a lot of treatment, a lot of things. I just had to stay positive, and that's what I've been trying to do throughout the whole process. The first couple of games, coach kind of put me in there to see where I was at, see how I feel, see how I run around. Practice, I feel comfortable and stuff, and just moving around the base in the brace and just getting used to that. Like, it was a frustrating process, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. Just having fun with with the opportunity to go on the field and play with my brothers.
Aaron, this is kind of a signature defensive performance tonight for the Pirates. What's it do for you guys moving forward into next week?
It just gives us that juice for the next game. Like, this is what we needed. So now everybody's already talking about Navy in the locker room. Like, we got to now just focus on Navy. We got to get Navy. Like, moving on to the next game, try to make winning, addictive, and that's kind of what we want to do. And if we can get this done today, like, why not next week, So that's just been the talk in the locker room, and that's just how we feel moving on now.
Coach Houston talked a little bit about how the defense had some of its best practices this past week. Could you feel that difference in the urgency and intensity as a player?
Oh, yeah, I could. Everybody was running around running to the ball, pursuing to the ball, and just, you can tell that they was giving all they got that Tuesday practice and Wednesday practice. And even Thursday practice was like more of a cool down, just in cleats and helmet. And everybody was still, you would have thought it was like a Tuesday practice. And I feel like that's what we need. And I could feel that, and I could tell the difference in that. And that was good for us.
Okay, one last question for Aaron. Okay, Aaron, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. Thanks, everyone.